September 4th, Rumpl set out to be the first company to send a blanket into space.
I'm feeling good. Slow down, just for a minute. Hold up, take your time. You and me, we're getting in it. I think you know what's on my mind. I'm feeling.
We picked the Alvord Desert in Central Oregon because of its consistent weather conditions and vast landscapes. We thought that because of its remote location, we'd have an easy recovery.
Just like I knew it would.
We arrived at camp after a really long drive, settled in, drank some beer, ate some tacos, and did some stargazing. The Alvord is one of the darkest places in the Pacific Northwest, so the stars were insane. When we came up with the idea to launch a blanket into space, we knew that we needed professional advice. So we contacted a graduate student from the engineering school at Portland State University to help us design the space rig and make our launch calculations. We monitored the wind and weather conditions every day for 2 weeks leading up to the launch to give us a good idea of what to expect when we got to the Alvord. When we finally released the rig, it was a real moment. This was the culmination of a lot of hard work by a group of people that have no experience doing anything like this. After we had a successful launch, it was time for us to track the rig. We used our eyes as long as we could, but eventually we had to turn over to the GPS units that were strapped into the assembly. The GPS was giving us a ping every 5 minutes, but we didn't have enough service out there and required a little bit of help from somebody back in Portland to relay the coordinates after each time we received a ping. We were expecting a 2.5-hour ascent and a 30-minute descent. Our predictions showed us that it would travel anywhere from 35 to 75 miles from the launch site. Eventually, the ping stopped, and we knew that the rig had landed somewhere, so we headed in that direction. When we arrived at the final ping, there was no rig in sight. At that point, it became a guessing game, and we were flying blind. Between our motorcycle, drone, and 4 walking searchers, we covered a massive amount of area and had no success. Running low on water, daylight, and morale, we decided to abandon our search and head home demoralized and empty-handed.
This is Robert Fretwell, the guy that found your balloon. Pretty easy to find. It's the only paved road. It'll be off to your left, about 8 miles past Rome. I'll be right here close to the house chopping hay. But
for all of our planning and technical calculations, it was actually the laminated contact card that saved the day. Part 1 of the recovery was finding the rig, but we had to make sure that the cameras actually recorded the content we were trying to capture. Even after all the prep that we did and all the time we spent making calculations, we still knew that the chances of success were pretty low on this. So to get it back and to see that we accomplished our goal was a really big deal for us. At the end of the day, we sent a blanket into space, and we know that it's completely ridiculous, but why not? We think it's awesome.